Welcome to this deep dive. We've got some really interesting source material today. It's called Drakoscale, Guardian of Harmony.
That's right. It's a fictional story, sure.
Yeah.
But it uses that narrative to explore some, pretty big ideas.
Yeah.
About protection, sound, emotion.
Exactly. So our mission here is basically to unpack this story, figure out who Drakoscale is, what he's dealing with, and pull out the most, thought-provoking bits.
Sounds good. Where does it kick off?
Okay, so picture this. It's raining, school break, kids are bored, standard stuff. They end up finding this hidden cave up on a mountainside.
Ah, the classic Discovery setup.
Right. And inside, they don't find treasure exactly, but this statue, it's like a crystallized warrior figure.
And it's got specific features mentioned.
Yeah, really vivid, a long tail, these shimmering scales.
Yeah.
It sounds quite striking.
Okay, so they find the statue. Then what? How does he wake up?
Well, it's pretty dramatic. One of the kids, apparently drawn to some, humming energy from it, touches the tail.
And then?
Boom. Literally. A massive sonic boom. It's described as really sudden, really powerful, not a gentle awakening at all.
That kind of entrance definitely suggests power, doesn't it? A stored energy unleashed.
Totally. And it sets up his backstory nicely. He wasn't just some random statue. Turns out he's ancient.
What was his original role?
He was apparently an emissary. Way back during a time when dragons and humans lived in harmony, he was the go-between.
An emissary. Interesting. So diplomacy, not just fighting.
Seems like it. And he was gifted with dragon energy, but also specifically with the ability to, manipulate sound.
Okay, sound manipulation.
Wow.
That connects directly to the sonic boom awakening.
Right.
Why was he sleeping, though? Hibernating in that cave?
Right. Good question. The story says it wasn't because he was defeated or anything. He chose to go into slumber.
Chose to. Why?
To protect, and this is a direct quote, the last whispers of balance. Apparently, things went south, greed, war broke out, and he went dormant to preserve that harmony.
Huh. So he was safeguarding something abstract, like balance itself. That's quite a concept.
It is. And now he's awake again, becoming the kid's unlikely guardian. His tail is even described as pulsing with sonic energy. He takes a vow right then to defend peace.
And I bet peace doesn't last long in the story.
You got it. Enter the antagonists, the silencers.
Okay, what are they?
They sound pretty creepy, described as soulless machines, their whole purpose, to erase emotion and silence all sound, everywhere, globally.
Wow, that's a heavy threat. Silencing the entire world. Cities going quiet, no music, no laughter.
Yeah, creativity suppressed. It paints a bleak picture. It really makes you think about how vital sound and, emotional expression are.
Definitely. So how does Drakoscale fight something like that? How do you fight silence with sound?
Well, his main counter is this thing called his resonating pulse. It's like a direct defiance against the silence.
What pulse of sound?
Yeah, and he uses his whole being, his armor, that sonic tail we mentioned. Even his voice becomes a weapon.
No.
The battles are described as epic, shaking skies, splitting mountains.
So sound is a raw force.
Exactly. Sonic roars that literally dismantle the silence, protective sound waves shielding people. It's sound fighting back against suppression.
That's a powerful image. Sound is both shield and weapon. But does he just keep fighting endlessly?
Interestingly, no. After the main conflict, he retreats. He goes to this place called the Resonance Temple.
Resonance Temple.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds fitting.
Right. It's described as a floating sanctuary that the children actually help him rebuild, so there's this element of continuity, of passing things on.
Ah, so he shifts roles from warrior back towards something else.
Yeah, it seems so. His purpose changes. He starts teaching the next generation, presumably the kids who woke him, and others about what the story calls the sacred balance of sound, spirit, and strength.
Bring you back to that idea of balance he was protecting.
Exactly. He becomes the last voice of balance. Still a guardian, but maybe more of a teacher now. The text says he promises to answer any future threat to harmony with a dragon's call.
So the immediate threat is dealt with.
Yeah.
But the potential for imbalance remains, and he's there to guide and protect.
That seems to be the gist. An ancient protector, awakened by kids, using sound against silence, and then becoming a mentor. It really focuses on the power inherent in sound and expression.
It's a neat narrative structure to explore those themes.
Absolutely. So wrapping up this deep dive on Drakoscale, it leaves us, and you listening, with something to maybe chew on. Think about sound in your own life, its connection to emotion, to society, what metaphorical silences, maybe suppressions of ideas or feelings do we encounter, and what kind of resonating pulses, what positive sounds or actions can we put out there in response?